Morning, everybody. I hope you all had a great weekend. First thing I want to do is do a shout out for Colton Miller and say happy birthday. I hope you're having a great day. Give him a shout out if you can through Remind, email, or phone call. I'm sure he would enjoy that. Parents, it is week 5, Monday. It's day 21 if you're looking at the days. Report cards, you should have those in your hands. If you have any concerns or questions about those, please reach out to me. I'm glad to answer any questions. All right? You also got a letter from Mrs. Follett, and there's a directive from the state passed down to the school districts, passed down to us, which we passed out to you. So they're just looking for some evidence of work happening, and so not a lot, and most of you do this already, but we need 1 ELA and 1 math lesson a week. So you can take a picture and send it through email, through Remind, however you want to do that. And I have a little chart, and I just check off, I'm hearing from you, I'm seeing work, or no contact, okay? So we're just hoping that we can see that, especially with the new learning, that we're going to see some things that they're doing, all right? And I know some people send stuff every day. That's great. Whatever you want to do, as much or as little, no stress. We just need 1 assignment of math and 1 assignment of ELA, all right? Any concerns or questions about any of that or problems getting it sent through, just give me a holler and I'll help you out as best I can, okay? All right, so kids, kind of a shock with all that snow this weekend, right? But it was fun, great packing snow. I hope you got out and were able to play in it, make some snowmen or do some sledding before it all melted off about noon, right? So book recommendations for today are across the curriculum. They cross over a little bit. We have math, so the math course, and so you're reading and also learning about math at the same time. These are fun stories. I'll just show you. It has some math questions in it, some reading in it, and some may be harder than others. You may need mom and dad's help or brothers or sisters, but give it a try. So the math curse and the science verse. So math and reading, science and reading. All right? Those are my book recommendations for today. And today we're writing about emotions. So write a statement about your emotions, like you're happy that it snowed this weekend, you're sad the snow is gone, you are missing your friends at school. Tell me about your emotions, and then do 2 supporting details about that, like why you're happy about the snow being gone, why you're sad about your friends or not seeing your friends at school. All right? Spelling. We're going to be talking about ED and past tense. So for example, played. If I'm doing it right now, I am playing in my yard. If I did it yesterday, I played in the snow. All right? So our words for this week are played. I played in the snow. Climbed. I climbed a tree last weekend. Missed. I missed the school bus. Splashed. I splashed in the pool. Named. My son named the new calf. Closed. We closed the door because it was cold. Shopped. I shopped for groceries. Planned. I planned what we'd have for dinner. Started. I started report cards. And ended. I ended the report cards. All right. Past tense. You can add the ending ed to form the past tense of a verb. So a verb is when you show action, when you're doing something, like I'm talking or playing. If you put ed on it, it means instead of doing it now, you did it before. Okay, just making sure we have that rule. So the rule for this week and the words, see how that goes. And Hunter was our last person that we talked about. So Hunter A had some M&Ms. So let's look at what they ask. Hunter A has 5 blue M&Ms, 5 red, 5 yellow, and 10 brown. Draw them in an array. How many M&Ms does Hunter A have? Draw a picture, repeated addition sentence, and an answer statement. All right? So I did that ahead of time because I knew we were out of space on that paper. So 5 blue, 5 red, 5 yellow, and 10 brown. 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 equals 25. Or 5 times 5 equals 25. Hunter A has 25 M&Ms. All right? And no matter which way you turn that, it was still 5 plus 5 plus 5. All right? So today's is for Colton. For his birthday, Colton, and I did start this already once, and then my iPad ran out of memory, so this is take 2. For his birthday, Colton got 18 presents, so I stopped my sentence and I circled 18. He arranged them in an array. It doesn't tell me how he arranged those. So this is kind of an open-ended math question. He has 18 presents, and you can put them in different arrangements in an array. So draw ways Colton could arrange his presents in an array. A number sentence to match the array, and an answer statement. And when I say an answer statement, you're thinking, well, we already know he has 18 presents, but you also need to be able to tell about your work. So if you decide to put those in rows of 6, so 6, 12, 18, you can say, I put the presents in 3 rows of 6, or 3 columns of 6. Just tell me about what you did. How did you arrange them? All right? So that's what your answer statement's a little different, and this is more open-ended today. So just exploring and letting you see how you do with it. You know, you can arrange them in several ways. Okay? So for today, we're going to talk a little bit. We had, talking about the snow, we lost power, we lost cable TV, so no internet, no Wi-Fi, no TV, and no power for a while. Yeah, that was a little fun. Fun times. But anyway, we got power back, and we didn't get our Wi-Fi back until yesterday afternoon. So luckily, I'm able to send this out because we got it back. But saying that, we did lose power, so the incubator was off. I did seal it and make sure, because there's little air holes at the top, so I sealed those so that the heat couldn't come out. And we're hoping that it maintained heat long, even while the power was out, and it wasn't long enough to make any problems for us. So we'll see. But I just thought we'd review for today and tell you about the problems we had with the incubator and the power. So this is at 3 days, and like we said, doesn't look much like a chick at all. Lots of yolk, lots of blood vessels reaching out to all the places it needs, the air pocket, the yolk. Okay, you can see the heart, the eye. Things are starting. Day 7, we start to see some parts of the chick that we recognize. The feet are coming in, the tail, the wing, the eye is more pronounced. There's now an ear, and the beak. At 10 days, it looks like a chick without the fluff, right? You see the beak, you can see the eye, the wing, still some blood vessels, but less yolk because that's what it's eating, in the tail. And at day 13, it looks like a smaller version of our chick. You still see the air sac over here where the air's coming back and forth. You see the yolk, which it's eating, and that will all be gone by the time the chick is ready to hatch. So we are getting there, and like I said, I did not candle them because after a certain point, when you put the light up, all you see is a big black ball in there, and you can't tell for sure if it's sometimes it's rotten, and it's just all kind of mucky stuff in there, and sometimes it's the chick. So unless it moves and shows some movement, you can't tell for sure, and it just looks really dark. So at this point, it's hard to candle them. We're hoping everything is okay from the power being out, and that they're still growing in there. But we'll see. Time will tell. We don't have much longer to wait. All right, so we'll talk about later this week, we're going to talk about getting a brooder ready. So think about it if you've ever been to Tractor Supply, and like my kids, go running right over to see all the chicks and the ducklings and the baby turkeys. Think about what they're set up in. They still have to have heat, and then they have to have food and water, and something that's safe, because those bulbs give off a lot of heat, and you don't want that to cause a fire, like in a box. So a wooden box, a cardboard box don't really work well. You need something that's going to be fire safe as well to keep them in. And then they always spill their water and their food and stuff, so you also don't want anything that's going to leak through. So we'll talk about making a brooder, and we'll look at the one that we're going to use when our chicks for our classroom hatch. All right, guys, I hope you have a great day. I will talk to you soon. Again, happy birthday, Colton. I'll see you tomorrow.